testing a giveaway?
We're live.
Oh. Oops. Hi,
So
everybody.
it should be good. What's up, bees? Um, yeah, Cam will be joining us in a few minutes. He messaged us already that he will be home a little later than planned, but he will be just joining us in the meantime. But before I start the conversation, of course, and then I forgot something to open real quick. Yeet. There we go. That's
Should not put your Discord up on stream.
You can suck my ass. Um, yeah, now I have my Google Drive open as well. Isn't
What's
there a...
up, Grizzard?
What's up, Grizz? What jerk? Damn. Dude, it says that you still can get open up the link though. Tito.
It's alright. I can open up what link? The podcast link?
Yeah. Okay, as I was saying, the giveaway is open. Just have to type in exclamation mark steal. Everybody has the same chance, just one. At the end of the podcast, I will give a few announcements that I have, and I will finish up the giveaway, of course. I will be giving away Call of Cthulhu, the remake.
Yo, that game's fire.
Okay, stop yelling.
I wasn't yelling. Get out of here.
Why are you yelling, bro? Why why do me like that, bro? Well, I hope you're in luck. I haven't played either of them. I already own both games, so why not give it away, right? So before I start the our subject, no, I will say a subject sounds so formal. Our topic of the day is back to school because everybody's school is starting or is starting coming week. So I thought, why not remember some of our stuff from back in the day, like high school and stuff. Fuck you, fuck school, fuck bees. Yeah, I do agree
Damn.
though. Fuck school. Um,
I like school.
yeah, I was about to say. I was looking at your face like I have two nieces in college. I'm old. Yeah, you're old, Grandpa Chris. Um, so yeah, I will give a few announcements. But before we start our topic, and there is Go Lunch Team. Welcome, buddy.
Hello, hello.
Oh, the beautiful Cam has graced us.
Thank you very much.
Is Pikachu also there? You
That,
will be judged by
that's
chat.
what I was trying to set up.
Ah,
So he's there.
as a blanket, that shit.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going for him. Right
Damn, his face is like molten.
well, since we're on the topic of Pikachu, I might as well do it now.
What?
Is he wearing a
Wow.
blanket?
What the fuck?
There you go. He's wearing me, actually. I fucked it
Oh.
up, but he's wearing me.
It's
It's very-
it's a start.
It's a very good look for him. Yeah.
The green screen. How'd you do
So
that?
he's
split
wearing
like
me.
that?
I'm wearing him back there, and then he's also still wearing me back as well.
How the
So-
how the hell did you do that on Discord?
I did through OBS. So you can use OBS. What is it? Virtual Cam.
Virtual cam.
Yeah. So you use Virtual Cam. It pretty much takes whatever your OBS is projecting and makes it a camera.
Where the
Pikachu.
fuck do you go do that?
I think you have to download an extension for OBS.
Can you
Oh,
do that
that
after the
sounds good.
fucking stream,
It,
guy?
it takes like 10 seconds, so
I was-
it's not that hard.
He will teach you later, senpai.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, Pikachu is definitely the mascot of the podcast. But before we start our topic of today, I want to talk about Tito's experience in a haunted house. Tell us, how was it?
Oh, we're starting with that. Wow.
Yeah,
I
I
was
wanna
not
start with that.
prepared.
See,
Yeah.
I was hoping you guys would already be done with this, so I wouldn't have to hear this shit and whatnot. I could, move on from here.
To be honest, Cam, I was planning on it, but oh well.
Okay, well, that's
All right, so we stayed in Fall River, Massachusetts, where the Lizzie Borden house is. It's not the house that she actually died in, but it is the house where she allegedly killed her stepmother and father.
That's
So
nice.
we had a tour from or 8 p.m. to about 10:30 ish. He just kind of taught us about the history, the crime of it, the courts of it, and all that stuff. Uh, Allegedly, yes, Grizz, because if you heard the story I heard, you'd be like, man, I don't know. But nonetheless, after the tour, he said, all right, you guys are free to do whatever you want. He told us about this Ouija board that was there that is apparently possessed by a demon. And he said Zio. I guess he didn't want to say the name Zozo or whatever.
That's dude.
Yeah,
Zozo is a known thing for.
I know. And that's why I was like, all right, dude, you're just trying to amp it up, right? There's no way in hell. But nonetheless, so we didn't experience anything that night at all.
Or
I actually felt more comfortable staying in any room in that house alone than I did at the Conjuring house. However, we did use the Ouija board, and it was myself and Amanda's friend Lauren, and she was barely touching the little navigator thing, and I wasn't touching the thing. And unless she was moving
Thanks,
it, because
Jay.
I shit you not, I was not moving it, then something was talking to us.
Yeah.
But
They all
yeah,
say they're not moving it, but we don't.
I know, but like I could tell you, I can tell you with 100% certainty I didn't move it, right? So if I expect her to believe me, then I have to believe her.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
So,
Yeah.
and that's all I'm gonna leave it at. But I mean, I don't know. We stayed up till about what, 2 o'clock in the morning, almost 3,
That's
and
pretty
nothing happened.
early.
Yeah, well, nothing was happening. We went to the whole
Yeah.
house. We did spirit box sessions. We didn't really feel like we were getting any activity or anything like that. And so we were
The
like, man,
Conjuring house was scarier. That's
What's a
why.
and
spirit
yeah.
box session? Is that like where you set up equipment or something, or?
So what a spirit box session is you take a AM radio, and what it does is it cycles through the station rapidly, and so all you hear is white noise in the back,
Mhm.
and then you put noise canceling headphones on, and the idea is to blindfold yourself so you don't see what people that don't have the headphone on are asking. So like myself, Amanda, and Lauren's boyfriend, we would ask questions, and Lauren would just tell us what she hears.
Mhm.
So we'll say, and things did seem like they were connecting, so maybe something was trying to communicate with us, but it wasn't very powerful. But you would ask things like, start off simple. What color is my shirt? And so we asked that about James's shirt. He was like, what color is James' shirt? And she can't hear us because she's got my Sony XM3 headphones on. Can't hear anything out of those
Mhm.
things. And she was like, black. And I was like, okay. Mind you, she's blindfolded. She can't see what we're saying. She can't hear
Yeah.
us. And it's just do things like that. You know, you ask questions about who's here. So we asked about, you know, who's here, who's in the house with us, and the most activity we got was like someone was like Emma, and Emma is Lizzie Borden's sister, and it's there's conspiracy theories and thoughts to say that maybe she was the one who orchestrated the murder of the stepmother and the father. And so like I was like, okay, did Lizzie kill her dad? And she was like, no. And I'm like, okay. I was like, was it you? And then like, you know, they didn't answer and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Shame.
Oof.
It's all speculation. You have to go in with an open mind, right?
Mhm.
So, but it was a good time. I had fun there. Uh, Unfortunately, the experience was kind of
Lackluster.
lackluster because of COVID. So they're only allowed to have 3 different parties stay there. So it was our group, another group, and then this lady who apparently that was like her 7th time there. She's a witch. She says she feels comfortable amongst there.
Oh,
So I was
that's
like,
the person that scares me the most.
Burner.
she scared the shit out of all of us.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
Burner.
there's
like,
a third party that's not on the registry,
right? Funny part is like when we were like going through the tour and she was just there, right? We had like a group text going, and Lauren's boyfriend was like, "Are we the only ones that see her? Is she actually there?" She ended up being really nice. She helped us do the Ouija board because we didn't understand it and we didn't want to mess with things we didn't understand.
Fair.
And so
Of course
she
she
said
knows.
yeah, so she was willing to help us. She said you have to only welcome good spirits. If you say only good spirits are welcome, the likelihood of something evil coming is less.
But Zozo came.
I don't think Zozo was in that Ouija
No.
board. So It's been a week now. I've experienced no phenomena here at home. Nothing followed us.
In the meantime,
So,
Amanda is beating him up.
all of a sudden, my mic cuts off, and I'm like screaming in the background. Um,
Zozo is a known demon from the Ouija board. People say that they get possessed by
by
Zozo.
Yeah. So when he said that, the minute he said Zio Zio, I laughed inside. I was like, okay, buddy, you're just trying to hype this up. So he's like, don't use it. Of course we're gonna fucking use it. um, but yeah, normally it could be the house could be rented out to 9 people. So if other people are interested in doing like, spirit hunting or things like that, it'd be great. But other than the witch lady who only walked the house at 12 p.m. and then 3 a.m. to try and experience things, she was in her room the whole time, and the other couple that was there, they went straight to sleep after the tour. I was like, okay, well I guess we're just left to our own demons.
Why the
So,
why the fuck would you go on a tour and then, oh, let's sleep, man. I'm tired.
That's what we said. I was like, this. Which another thing too, that they were in the attic, so they split up where we were all sleeping. We were on the second floor with the witch lady, and they were in the attic with like 4 other rooms, and we all felt uncomfortable going up there to explore or do spirit boxes while they're trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Of course.
The lady, she came down, she said, hey, we don't mind if you guys come up to explore, it's fine, we're just gonna be sleeping. I was like, oh, well, we appreciate that, but we're not gonna go up there, like.
Yeah.
So
They went to
So
fuck.
Yeah. I was about to say, what was the worst thing you did there? Did you fuck in someone's bed? Did you do a double decker on like a toilet or something?
Dude, to say something, fucking in a haunted house, that will be fucking badass though.
dude, we did make jokes about that. He's like, yo, you guys trying to fucking bang here? Let's go. come on, spirits, you want to see what's going on?
Make it a 3-way, baby.
But we did, I did kind of push the boundaries a little bit more because I went to the Conjuring house and I felt a bit more comfortable. So I was like saying things about the father who was murdered there. Not like disrespectful things, but I'm just kind of like, I don't believe that you're actually here. If you are, show me. And if you don't show me, then I don't think you exist. Just kind of like pushing the boundaries.
I will fucking disrespect straight up people.
Nah, because they say if you disrespect, like that's how you get hurt.
Disrespect the dead, you will get hurt.
Yeah, so I'd rather not. Plus, I wouldn't want anybody to disrespect me if I died, right? And I was haunting something.
Oh, people will definitely disrespect me, so I couldn't care less at this point.
If I die and I was haunting something, I feel like Gray would go there and was like, you go Tito haunting me, you bitch!
If you don't show up, you're Titoing me right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Gray, you took a shot already?
Nope.
Cheers, brother.
I would want somebody to egg me on if I was dead, so I could screw with them. What the fuck?
I mean,
So
you
what
can
would-
screw with them. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You're big joke.
I was just saying, I'm pretty sure if you were gonna screw with somebody, you can do it whether they egged you on or not.
Yeah.
I will probably yell on a daily basis, "You're Titoing me," if Tito isn't there. Cheers.
So what would be the thing? So let's say one of us is dead, and the other two are trying to summon the other person. What do you like use or say to summon the other person?
A dick.
A dick.
I will whip out my dick.
I mean, pour some sugar on the floor. For me, just be like,
Salt.
he's got diabetes. It'll make him show up or something.
Give
That
me a
should
slice
work
of
for me.
pizza or something, and I'll be
Oh
good.
my
I'll be-
god! If you want a bad time, just do barbecue and say it's better than pizza. There you go.
Yo, facts. I'll be there in a heartbeat. I'll be like, yo. Gray, what kind of camera do you have?
The same as you.
Alright, do you have the software downloaded?
I tried and didn't let me.
I was about to say, I feel like every podcast we go
Hey,
over this at some
We're
point.
good.
need-
I'm the next thing I'm trying to invest in is a good light, like a key light.
Do you have a like a webcam arm, or is it attached to something?
No,
I'll buy the.
it's just with the stand that you already have.
Oh, okay. Because
So-
I have an arm for mine. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I'm.
it's
My dad also said that my webcam is too far, so he's like, you have to invest in that as well.
Both of mine are on my monitors, so.
You got 3 shots for me lined up. Just say so. I will pour 3. In this case, 2.
He's already having a rough time.
Yeah. Okay. So, I think the story is done, right?
Yeah, that was it. We woke up the next morning. we had the same breakfast that the family had at the time before the murder, the same day of the murder, and the breakfast sucked. There was no flavor on any of it. And because of COVID, they had to deliver it to the room instead of us sitting at the table like they normally do. So we didn't get the full experience.
Mhm.
I'm happy I stayed there to say that I did, but I don't think I'd go back there. I'd go back to the Conjuring house, without a doubt.
Is there another place on your list that you want to go to next?
We looked at a few of them on the way back from Massachusetts. We didn't set anything in stone. I think our next trip is going to be to Salem.
I don't have
okay.
anything to drink, B, so
Cheers. I guess I'm drinking Wood Grey today.
definitely. Although I am already dying at this point, it seems. Fuck.
Aren't we all, baby?
Fuck you, Grizz.
You need to make that a higher point redemption.
Yeah, you definitely do, bro.
No. I don't care. Bees, can you get me water?
Bees of water, please.
You know what I could do and make this even worse? Is I could reject all his requests and give him his points back to do it again.
Bees, you don't have to be on camera. Just give me water.
But I won't do that. I'll complete them all.
Save points. Fuck you.
I also-
I'll fucking do it again.
I have 34,000 points. Imagine how dead he'd be by the end of this stream.
Oh,
Hey,
because-
you're
yeah.
saving for me to delete my channel, remember?
I mean,
Yep.
again, if you make a community thing, I got 35,000 on me.
Yo,
right now,
that's
so-
right. Let's go. Just drop those shits. How do you have more than me? Unreal.
You've been spending yours, I haven't.
Oh, alright, yeah, that's fair.
That's true. Okay, let's go open up.
Tristan did it.
I hope Bees is getting me water. I will
Well, he's
just
not talking, so I think he is.
so. There we go. Poured some extra in there. Fuck. Fuck me, bro. That's a double shot, definitely. So, I'm waiting on my water before I will start drinking, or else I will probably puke at this point.
Imagine being a man.
If
Just
I-
kidding. Don't peer pressure. Just wait for the
if
water.
I get yelled at because of okay, I will get it myself. No worries.
Bees,
will-
really? You're not gonna get it?
No, he's scared
I mean,
to
it
get
is-
yelled at.
It's like midnight for them, so.
Imagine being a man. Imagine being a man. Tito always have something to fucking pour it down with.
Hey, easy, man. Trees is watching you. Kids are watching.
Oh.
I don't say anything.
You just said the F word, bro.
Fat. I didn't say the one word that you get banned. €5. Pff, sell it. Yeah.
WAP.
Well, for me, it's €1 more, and I get a pack of cigarettes. So, yeah, it's pretty expensive.
There he is.
You're a lovely lad.
That is.
Is de heb je deze net gevuld of koud? Nee, prima.
Oh, never mind. Trees is on headphones, so we can swear all we want.
Oh,
Alright.
fuck yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Okay. So we're gonna talk about back to school, since school is starting for most people. At least in my country is. I don't know how it is with your. Give me a minute.
It's starting up soon. I never left school, so
Oof. So I want to talk about our moments in high school and stuff. So
cheers, Treason.
yeah, fuck it. Okay, cheers, bro.
Just the noise.
Ah, I know.
I didn't eat well.
Gray's gonna die on podcast. Confirmed.
Oh, White Claw. I never drank White Claw.
It's not bad.
This is truly.
Okay, so technically you call Bex a basic bitch. Because I remember she got drunk because she drank White Claw.
I think it's just a coming of age thing that many women have to do is just get drunk on a White Claw. You know?
She's also lightweight? Nah, that's just nonsense. Tequila.
Yeah, tequila as well. Never mind. That's very different.
Tequila is fucked. Okay. Talking about school, I want to talk about our most enjoyed moment. If you can, think of something that you enjoy the most back in the day. High school, primary school, I don't mind. Just school. What would it be? I think one of the most enjoyed moments was our first class in high school. Yeah, I drank the double Gris. Please stop. We went to, if you completed your first year of high school, you went to Disneyland Paris, and yeah, you had to pay $500 for it though. So
Oh, okay.
my fucking bottle will be empty at the end of this stream. So I
At least you-
I was pretty good at French back then. Now my hands smell like Jack Daniels. So at one point, a buddy of mine saw a girl and he was like, "Damn, she cute though." And I was like, "Go ask her out." And he's like, "I don't know how to say it, man." So I'm like, "Dude, just go up to her and just say, voulez-vous coucher avec moi?"
No, why?
And
Has
he's
he not heard the
and,
song?
and he's like, "What does that mean?" And I'm like, "Just want to go out with me." It's simple as that. So we went up to
Too
her.
many books to say go out with me.
So we went up to her. And he said, I heard him say, voulez-vous coucher avec moi? And then you hear the loudest slap in fucking Disneyland.
Oh my god.
And he was just flabbergasted. It didn't hurt. He didn't cry or shit. He just came back and he was like, "Bro, what did I say?" I went up
My
to her.
first date went amazing.
And I was like, "Dude, you know what you said?" And he's like, "No, that's why I'm asking you, bro. You said you want to go to bed with me." And he was like, "Motherfucker, I shouldn't have trusted you."
Yep.
Technically, it means you want to fuck, but if you
Implication.
if you translate it correctly, it means want to go to bed with me. So, but yeah,
Yep.
he didn't hear the song, and I laughed my ass off. That's one of my most enjoyed moments of high school. Cheers.
Cheers.
So I think I got two. I'm legally obligated to say one.
You went
I
to
met my
school?
girlfriend in high school, so you know, when I first met her, it was a very nice moment. I put what was that? I put Ocarina of Time on my phone, and I had like this shitty like BlackBerry
Damn, BlackBerry.
Motorola thing or something. Yeah, and it still had like
It can't
the.
be a BlackBerry and Motorola.
Well, I
It's-
don't. It was BlackBerry looking, but it was a Motorola.
It was like a flip phone.
Gotcha,
I mean,
okay.
it was close to that. It did have like the little keypad thing, but it also had a touch screen as well. So the screen was even smaller. And I was like, "Yo, check this out." I was like, "I'm gonna blow your mind" to my friend, and I started up the Nintendo 64 emulator that was working perfectly fine on my phone, not even missing that many frames and shit. That shit was crazy to me. Left it on full blast volume, so totally forgot about that. So the first like 5 notes of Ocarina of Time just blast through my my phone, and out of nowhere, Maddie just like pokes up her head and she's like, "Is that Ocarina of Time?" And I was like, "Hello, like it is. Would you like to see?"
Do you like jazz?
Yeah,
Said
exactly.
hello.
Yeah, so
Smooth.
so that was a very good moment for me. But I think one moment that really stood out for me was I was the kid who was really into Mulan and stuff. So I sang "I'll Make a Man Out of You" in front of my class and everything, and it was very nice. It was very scary, and people had never heard me say anything before, so they were very shocked to see me do that then.
Truly the last one. Fuck you, you're lying.
Oh my God.
Shit.
How I
Wait,
don't know, how are we breaking this down?
before you start, Tito. Gris said my favorite moment was when I broke my knee. Silver lining, got out of classes early all the time and no gym for nearly a year. Dude, I, I remember that we don't have like our grading system for high school is different. You have like letters. The lowest you get is a F, and then so on. Of course, A is the highest. For us, is a 1 till 10. And I remember I had to do a handstand, and with my posture and length back in, and still now, I couldn't do it. So I got a 4, and you need like a 6 for a good grade. And my mom was pissed because I tried and just couldn't do it. So I got a 4, and then I got my complications with my knee, broke my hand and stuff. I never did anything for the gym anymore. I couldn't care less.
Did you have like a doctor's note to get out of it, or
No,
you just failed?
I just said I got it. I got a 7 for every time I had like a report come in. Comes in to story about getting a failing grade for not being able to do a handstand. What's up, Anna? How are you doing? So yeah, that's it. I didn't fail my classes. I just couldn't say like we had to do like what's the running thing that you have?
Pacer test.
Yeah, the pacer test.
Pacergram fitness test.
The fitness man, great.
Waste of everybody's time.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we had the same. We call it a half-hour run. You had to like run around a like a soccer field,
Yes.
and you had like you needed to do 10 to get a good grade. And I was like, oh man, my knee hurts. I can't do it. And then we had a grade for soccer, and then I just started playing soccer with no issues. So they were also idiots for not thinking like, hey, I think he's messing with us. I just didn't care. Okay. Cheers. Fuck you. Fuck y'all. Oh.
Cheers. Notice the difference in sounds from when he drinks and I drink.
At least you have a. You eat well. Oh, fuck off, bro.
Again, you got to make redemptions a little bit bigger, points wise.
At least now people redeem them. Fuck y'all.
You got that going.
Okay, Tito, tell your story. Before we continue, push-ups or sit-ups, Chris? Exactly, and that's why I put it so low, because I don't do any sports, and with that, I'll fuck off.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, but make it 20. 20 what? Now I can do 20 fucking.
Oh, now you got another. Let's make that 30 something. Why don't we do
30.
15 push-ups and 15
Yeah,
sit-ups?
split it down the middle.
Okay, Tito, tell your story.
Alright, I guess while he's doing his fake sit-ups.
It's not fake, asshole.
Sure. Alright, well, my question before I tell my story is, are we just picking it to like our top 2 best moments? Because I have a ton of good moments.
Oh, Mr. Popular here. I got so many
Oh.
great moments in high
No,
school.
no. Definitely not popular. I was not Mr. Popular ever in my life. But I just experienced a lot of shit.
Yeah, I mean, man, share whatever comes to mind. What was the first thing that you're like, I gotta share this one?
Alright, so this is a worldwide exclusive. Alright, I've never told anybody this ever before in my life. Alright. In the 4th grade, me and my buddy Ray used to go into the coat closet with like 3 other girls, and we would just feel up on their boobs.
Oh my god! You said, "Oh, I was not popular at all." What the fuck? That was a totally different
Hey.
experience.
That doesn't mean like I'm popular. It just kind of happened. I don't know. I was a
Popular
cute
with them,
kid.
yeah.
I was a cute kid. Hey, it was their idea. It was their idea. It wasn't ours. But yeah. So yeah, that happened quite a bit in the 4th grade. That's not against KOS. Yeah, it was the 4th grade. It was in the 4th grade. We were kids. We didn't know we were experimenting, right? Uh, but I did really enjoy in high school.
I
I used
can.
to always skip biology class because we had alternating days for classes, and the fourth block it was study hall one day, and then the next day it was fourth block biology, and so I would go for study hall because you didn't have to go for that, and we'd go walk down to this pizzeria. We just like eat pizza, talk about video games, go over to my buddy's house, play video games, and we do that every day. We'd skip biology. It was a blast. I don't know how I still passed. I did.
Oh my god, the replying thing scared me. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, what the? I was gonna say, what is that? You didn't skip bio. You did that in the closet. You ain't wrong about that, Grizz. But I don't know. That was just that was a fun experience, and that's all.
Sure.
I'll leave it at that too. There are a lot of like other moments, but look at those arms are shaking. Look at them. How can you hear me? Breathe, buddy. Oh, there. Oh, I could use this time to download that stuff. What was it called again?
Oh, virtual cam.
All right, virtual.
I'm trying to pull up Gray, so we just only focus on Gray right now. But now
Wait,
it's just a lot of us.
It is just a lot of us. Do you
Fuck you. Fuck you all.
Wait, do you use OBS Slobs or OBS Studio?
Just regular OBS.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure.
This is the only thing I want as the background. Is this? Very nice.
Do you see this? Beautiful.
He's getting it. He's doing
Look
it.
at this guy. He's getting it in. Look at him sweating over there.
Taking a break. Little
Sweating.
siesta or whatever. Yep.
You good, brother?
You know, if I angle it just right.
Fucking had to
Try and
work.
give him
Fucking had to work for 3 hours lifting all kinds of bullshit, and then you get 30 sit-ups in a span of fucking 5 seconds.
Hey, bro, you knew what you were signing up for when you made those commands.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up.
Keep talking shit. I'll go ahead and I'll refund all of Grizz's money.
How about you suck a dick? Don't refund.
Please don't refund.
Please, senpai. Although Anna is senpai for helping me.
Yeah. Alright. So yeah, that was my most memorable moments.
Beast, your
I'm not gonna
training
lie
is
and say I'm not
definitely
proud of
different.
Whatever. It was consensual.
Bruh.
Yeah, I was definitely one of those kids who, if I had to go back to high school, I think I would. Like, I'm one of those people who enjoyed high school and school in general.
I
so.
did enjoy and then didn't, but at the same time, there were no issues. I had a lot of fun back in the day that I could play with any complications. Fuck, I can feel my shoulders already.
Would be a real shame if somebody were to do it again.
Fuck off.
Oh yeah, Cam, I'm right there with you. I think if I were given the opportunity to go back to high school with everything I know now.
And I know.
Oh no! Oh, I thought Tito was already doing it.
At least subscribe.
Oh, she saved your button.
Hydrate, damn.
There you go.
Thank you, Anna.
Yeah, if I could go back knowing everything I know now, I totally would.
Definitely, I could fight.
Yeah.
I could fight with no issues.
Eh.
Your whole like tough guy pose there got ruined by the dab. I'll be honest. I'll fight anyone. Dab.
Thank you, Anna.
Alright.
And
do you wanna
thanks,
move on to the next thing?
Tito. I think what Cam put up, that was not written down, of course, but and thank you, Tito, for another gifted sub. Welcome to the gray area. I think going back to high school, I would enjoy it. I had fun with my friends. It's just sad that I don't speak to them anymore. Thank you
that's-
again.
That tends
That
to be what
happens, though.
happens.
Yeah.
When did you graduate high school? Not to dox you or anything.
I graduated high school in 2014.
Oh, okay.
Started in 2010.
Okay, because let's see here. I graduated in 2013, and it was this year that old high school friends started reconnecting with me. So you
No, I have
gotta give it some
I
time.
have a couple of high school friends that are
we know,
still.
Tito, you're old. What, 1985?
Okay,
or
calm,
something?
calm down, Grandpa.
2006.
Oh boy, that was a year.
I still talk to a couple of them. One I don't talk on a regular, but when we talk, it's all good.
I love Popeyes. Sorry.
Yeah, Tito didn't want to have me Popeyes. He gave me a Big Mac.
I feel like that's more American, is to get a Big Mac when you're here than Popeyes.
I
Save
wanted,
that for second.
I wanted
Yeah.
to know if it was bigger than in Europe. So and I got
It
that.
wasn't.
So yeah, next time I will visit, I want Popeyes.
Yeah.
I want to try that. And like I said, Anna, it doesn't matter if you work at a fast food restaurant. You have a job.
Yeah.
That's
Especially during these times. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's,
exactly. I will never judge someone if the person has a job, as long as you have a job. That's good.
and
So-
at least you're joining Popeyes after the whole, like, they were going
The
crazy
sandwich?
trying to get people to
Was it
eat
chicken
a sandwich.
sandwiches?
Yeah. So
People were
I
getting
mean,
stabbed.
yeah, so you're just on the cusp outside of that. You might still see a stabbing, I'm sure, but you know, you never know.
Not in Canada. Come on.
It's hard. Oh, okay,
although
never mind. I was gonna say, 6 feet apart.
although Gris, I want to hang out at Plan B again when I'm coming
Nobody's,
over.
nobody's getting stabbed in Canada. Canada, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, sir.
If they
Oh, this is
stab,
the last one. Here you go.
if
Yeah. Here you go.
if you
You
stab
want to cut
some,
that into 6 pieces for everybody?
if you stab someone in fucking America, they will be like, "Oh, sorry, man, you need help." I want to talk about our most regretful moment.
I have plenty of those.
I definitely,
There's fourth grade.
I definitely have. Back
Talking
in
about a fourth grade experience. On
back in
Twitch.
kindergarten. Yeah, I have one. Do y'all have one?
So
Throw
yeah, I'll need to think about mine.
No,
So,
you
yeah.
go first, Gray.
me? Okay,
Yeah.
it was, we had like a test week. So the whole week you only got tests and exams and stuff. I remember before my French exam, there was someone from my from, I think you call it primary school, so from 8 till like 12 years old. I'm not sure.
What? Middle school?
Yeah, middle school. Thank you.
Yeah.
So middle school for me. She was in the school next to my high school, and she started talking all kinds of bullshit. And I didn't pay attention to it and just talked to her, saying like, "How are you doing?" And then she all kinds of bullcrap like, "I love you" and stuff like that. And I didn't care for it because I didn't like her in the first place, and I was like, "Okay, fuck you, goodbye." But there were a couple of people in my class that thought that was funny. They started the whole week. They were just messing with me, like, "Hey man, she loves you, man. Oh, you want to talk to her? Want to meet up?" And blah 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 blah. At some point, I got fucking angry. Yeah, that's Pikachu. That's the mascot. Never forget. at some point I got so fucking pissed that I wanted to. There were 5 guys. I wanted to beat up all of them. I got 2 of them, and then 2 of them gave up immediately because they knew they gone too far and they were scared. So they apologized immediately. Then the other 2, I knocked one on the ground and then started apologizing. So I let him go. The last one kept on going, kept on feeding me. And then we had glass with like metal. How do we call it? Oh fuck!
Glass with metal.
No.
Is this a weapon? Is this a?
Right? Is it handcuffs? I mean, wait, what?
We
flashback to fourth grade there.
technically it's
I know.
called
Damn, this fourth grade's really getting-
technically it's called armored glass. There are little metal like sort of
The hand motion you're doing.
laces.
Yeah, I know, it's not
They're-
helping.
It's so small. It's yeah. Wacht. Wait.
Egglets.
Armored. Let me Google it for you. Armored glass. Yeah, there we go. What's that?
Yo.
Oh, thanks, Amanda, for the 100 biddies. I really appreciate it. So,
Damn, she's fine. Who's this Amanda chick? Can I have her number?
damn. Beast got it. Hi, Amanda. How you doing? Thanks for the gifted sub again, Tito. You see that glass?
Oh yeah.
Fiberglass?
Yeah. Well, we call it armored glass. So, we had
Call
those.
it wrong.
We had those, and he pushed it in front of me so it will close on me. And out of reaction, I fucking put my hands up and did did a motion that I will fucking bust, and I went through the glass, so clean through the glass, so no bleeding, luckily. And I grabbed him. It felt like an action movie. I grabbed him through the glass, and then wanted to push him through the glass with me.
Wait, did you punch through bulletproof glass?
It's not
that what you're saying
bulletproof.
right
It's
now?
not
I also
bulletproof.
picked him up and threw him, and he saw the curvature of the earth.
It's
He went down his face.
it's not bulletproof.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Taking pictures of broken bones? What the fuck?
Clinicals.
I was
Yeah.
about to say that sounds like something.
We're speaking of school right now. Amanda just started school again today.
It's
So.
okay. First of all, it's not bulletproof. It's just so if you
I-
if you punch it or anything, it shouldn't break. But my fucking dumb
I
ass.
know it's not bulletproof. I'm just trolling.
Yeah, okay.
Relax.
So for some dumb reason, my fucking busted ass fucking bust that fucking window, and I wanted to push him through the glass and fucking put his face in it, so he turns out like Scarface from The Punisher. But yeah, a teacher yanked my arm, and I yanked the teacher forward. I was just so angry. I wanted to kill the guy, but then later on, when I was back to my senses, I apologized to the teachers, not even the kid. I was like, fuck that kid. And I said, do I have to pay for the window? He's like, no, man, it's all good. We know you're not a troublemaker. Shit like that happens. If you're angry, just walk away next time or anything. He was cool with it. But yeah, that's my most regretful moment. Not even punching the kid, fuck those guys, but just busting someone else's stuff.
You want me to go, Cam?
Yeah, go for it. I've only realized I have so many regrets, but some of them I don't want to, out myself for. So
I'll share mine. Mine is a bit more sad.
No, hey. You save your sad moment. That's up next, bitch.
But it's my most regretful moment. So can I just combine them both,
Okay.
or have
like it's
Cam
different.
go and then?
No.
I mean,
Go ahead. I'm fucking with you, bro.
I mean, most regretful kind of aligns. Well, I guess it depends on the person. But
Yeah,
nonetheless,
fuck it. Just tell.
So I was really good friends with my friend's cousin, and like he was not my. All right, let me start over. My friend, who I was really good friends with, he's like a brother to me. I was really good friends with his cousin as well. And we would like play games. We had a lot of similar interests. We all played Magic together and whatnot. This was in high school, by the way.
Is the story
Um,
you just regret playing Magic? Because I can understand that. 'Cause
Whoa,
that
easy
was one of
there,
my
man.
regrets there.
I love Magic. Not anymore. I haven't played Magic in forever.
That's
but,
fucking
uh, but his cousin he grew up in the hood. He was definitely more involved with like troubling people and stuff like that. But I don't know. I love the kid. He was a kind person. Like he was friendly to the people he obviously cared about and whatnot. And so like I would hang out at his house with my friend and him and whatever. And his mom was always so kind to us, so nice to us. And she would always like say like, "You're such a good influence on him. I'm so glad that you're in his life." And then I don't know. At some point we just had a big falling out. He stole my friend's Magic cards, and obviously, you're in high school, you're a kid. I'm gonna pick my friend's side or whatever. He got into an argument with another friend of mine while spending the night at my house. Broke my PlayStation 2. These are just
Motherfucker.
like these are just like the bad memories that I have of him. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like led to like a falling out, where I just didn't talk to him as much and we didn't hang out as much. And he ended up getting killed. And when I found out about that and stuff, it just kind of ate at me. Just kind of thinking like, what if I just put all this material shit to the side and I didn't care and I just continued to hang out with him because I really liked his company and I really enjoyed him as a person. But I don't know. At this point,
Not to be a dick, to interrupt your story, but
No,
do
you're
you
good.
also know why he got killed?
no, I found out on the news. He was They shot him on his porch in the head.
Fuck.
It's a little graphic. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah, no worries.
So to get that, it's obviously personal, which means you have to be able to get up close. So it's got to be something he was probably involved with. Some people, a bad crowd, And for like a long, long, long time, I just kind of thought to myself, like, what if I didn't even like care about these freaking Magic cards that is PlayStation 2 that obviously I replaced, And what if we just continued to hang out normally like we did? It could have been different, But yeah, so that's my biggest regret and sad moment.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense that it is. I mean, I feel like that might be something that goes through a lot of people's minds when something like that happens.
Yeah.
And that's rough shit. I mean, I think for us here, I didn't have to deal with anything, to that extent. But
No.
we've had people who were like in races around town, and they'd get in car accidents and just die. And it makes you think like, well, shit, what if if only we could have done something to do it, but you're also not gonna know. And,
that's
you know,
always a thing. What if
tough, yeah.
what if you could do something, but most of the times we can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It's out of our
Yeah.
hands.
I know, but I live a lot of what if moments in my life. We
That-
grew up rough.
That's
My whole
life.
family. So yeah, all right. We'll move on to the next subject, though.
Okay, sounds good.
He will start crying.
Or we'll move on to Cam's most regretful
I
moment.
got a jokey one because I can't come up with any really good ones.
Hey,
but,
no worries.
one of my biggest regrets was
LARPing on school.
I would have been the guy who did that, honestly.
Exactly.
But, my brother actually used to LARP around that time. He wanted me to go LARPing with him. It never happened though. I was so close to greatness, but it didn't happen. So me and my friends, we used to carpool a lot. Like literally, we'd get done with class, and then we just stand outside where everyone gets picked up, and we just chit chat for a while, and then someone's mom would come up and like pick us up or whatever. Well, there was one day, there was this girl. She was pretty attractive, we didn't know too much about her.
Okay,
but-
clip that and send that to Cammy. Clip that and send it to Cammy.
For your post, Maddie.
It's not even related to that whatsoever. So
Oh,
don't
okay.
get your hopes up.
Clip that is sent it to Cammy. I
But
repeat, clip
it
that
was
is sent it to
free. I've
Cammy.
already told Maddie this story because she now
Oh, okay,
knows
okay.
why I don't trust certain people with certain things. So we had like some classes with her. We kind of knew her, but she came up to us and she was like, "Oh, hey, like I know you guys carpool a lot, like with each other. I need a ride home. Can like I ride with one of you guys and stuff?" And we were like, "Oh yeah, we'll call our mom or whatever." This is like freshman year of high school, so we couldn't drive yet. So we were like, "Oh yeah, sure, we'll call." And the kid's mom was super nice. She was like, "Oh yeah, sure, we'll take her along. We'll drop her off first." We pick her up. We all get in the car and we're like, "Okay, how do you get home? Like, where's your home?" And she's like, "I don't know." We're like, "What?"
Okay.
We're like, "Okay, how do you normally get home?" She's like, "I take the bus." And we're like, "Okay, but like, which path does the bus take?" And she's like, "I think it's a left." And we were like, "You think it's a left?" We were like, "Girl."
What?
My entire perception of this woman just like went out the door at that point. I was like, "You are the dumbest sack of shit." I was like, "How are we gonna take you home? Like, what looks familiar here?" And we just drove. She was like, "I'm gonna go take a left. Tell me if you see anything." And she's like, "Oh, we've been to that restaurant before." And we're like,
You
Okay.
dumb motherfucker.
ever since then, like before that period, I was like, "Yo, I'd give anyone from school a ride if they need it because I'm a good boy." Fuck that noise. That shit's stupid. You gotta know where you fucking live. If you get in my car, the first question, and I've asked this so many times, I've been like, "Do you know how to get home from here?" And people are like, "Why do you ask?" It's like, trust me, I have to ask. Do you know how to get
Yeah.
home from here? So that was a big mistake.
Holy shit.
But you can't drive me home, Cam.
Do you know how to get home from here? Great. Then I'll
First
try
of
my
all,
You need a submarine.
nobody wants you in their home, Gray. Relax, okay? You can stay where you are. We're good.
Motherfucker. It didn't work. There we go.
Oh, I could just come back.
Beast, I don't want to live with you anymore. What you gonna do about that? Tito, you can say I'm not the worst house guest.
You're fucking terrible.
I'll be real. I haven't.
Yeah,
had to,
I'll leave my underwear
stay with Tito
everywhere.
or anything. I bet Tito's a great house host, though. I bet.
Dad and Dad, stop fighting.
Gray, am I a good host?
Yeah, is Tito a good house host?
Definitely. Am I a good house guest?
Yes, you were. You picked up after yourself. And
Exactly.
You kept your living room.
I
You kept your stay area clean.
definitely. I had a rough time the first couple of nights because I wanted to help clean up with the dishes and stuff, and they were like, "No, man, just relax." And I'm like, "But I want to help. I'm used to this. Don't take this away from me, man." So we got a dumb blonde bitch. Was she
Did I
blonde
say
though?
she was blonde? Because she was blonde. She
Oh
was definitely...
yeah, but
Not to push that stereotype, she definitely was.
oh fuck. So yeah, most regretful. We gone to a funny one to a sad one, sadly. So let's get that out. I think Tito already answered his.
Yeah, I already answered mine. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. Cam, do you have one?
So sad moment. I don't know, because like I mentioned, there were times where like I've had classmates die on me, car crashes and stuff like that. Oh, okay, yeah. And one of them hit a little bit closer to home. I wasn't very good friends with him or anything, but he was in like almost every one of my classes. And it was one of those situations where my best friend in high school, he was best friends with him. And, I was totally fine. You can have a lot of best friends and stuff like that. Me and him, we didn't like really mesh well or anything. We never really had a chance to hang out or anything. But it was like at the beginning of my friendship with my other friend, and he would constantly, he'd just be like, oh man, this guy, like, me and him, we used to do this together, and it was getting to that point where I think at some point we would have hung out and like interacted with each other, but he was involved in a what was it? He was a passenger of someone who was driving their car, and it was just one of those situations where he had like a souped up car that he was probably flexing on people, and another car came up and was just like revving its engine, and they were like, oh, this is how it's going down.
Street
so
race.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't have the best places to do that kind of stuff in. And the one road that you could do that in, they were doing it, and I don't know the specific details, but I think they like had a head-on collision with another car.
Oh, fuck.
And yeah, it was not good. So I think an entirely unrelated family got injured. I think there could have been some fatalities there too. But the big one was the classmate of mine. He passed away at that point, and that was, I don't know. It took like an entire week for our class because we were like junior high.
But that's
so, like,
normal though.
Yeah.
A week.
Oh, yeah.
I think a week is still pretty fast.
Yeah, and I mean, at some point you still got to keep it going. But
Yeah.
like,
I
it was like the biggest turnout for a ceremony for that we've ever had before. Like there were hundreds of people lined outside of a church to just like pay respects and stuff, and it was a very humbling moment too at the same time. And it was just one of those things where I was like, I didn't know you so well, but there was that capacity that we could have met each other a little bit more. So made a what if situation, So
Yeah, that's funny that you mentioned that because that scares me. Because when I was in high school, I would go. There was this road called Thompson Road in Syracuse, and like that's where all the bikers and the people with their souped-up cars would go in the middle of the night. And my buddy, he was one of those people, and I would go out with him, Friday nights, Saturday nights, to the spot, and we would just cruise. And I'm telling you, we're hitting 100 on a local road that's supposed to be like 35, 40 miles per hour, and there are a lot of close calls. And looking back, I'm thinking, man, that
You're
was
an
just
idiot.
stupid. Yeah, for me to even get in a car, But the thrill of the moment at the time, I didn't think about that stuff, And there was a couple times where we were going down a road, Erie Boulevard. It's also like another straight road, but not a lot of people drove fast on it. And we were at least 90 something plus miles an hour, and there was a deer crossing the road, and we literally moments from hitting that thing. And it's funny when I think about it now because nobody was injured, but at the time he like slammed on his brakes. Obviously our seatbelts locking up, like I had a bruise because of how like bad it locked up, and we're all just screaming. We're like, ah! And then like we just stopped short. The deer passed, and then we just sat there for like 2 minutes, didn't say a word, and just bust out laughing,
Yeah.
But it could have ended differently. And I know it's just a deer, but at the speed,
With the speed
anything
you're
could have happened. We could have
driving-
spun out. The car could have flipped. Anything
Yeah.
could have happened.
If the deer breaks through your windshield, you're fucked.
honestly, that's the one thing I'm super afraid of. Is like,
Oh yeah.
like a deer just crashing through the side, or like
And it
in
just starts
front.
fucking kicking and shit, pounding your head in, thinking it's
Yeah.
like trying to get out.
That happened.
We-
that happened in real life.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. This
Yeah.
happens.
We had a weird incident on the same road that incident happened. There was we were just driving down the road wearing banana costumes as you do, because we went to some smoothie place or whatever, and we were trying to be weird. I don't know, but
I think it's a
we were
normal
driving down-
day for you.
yeah. We were driving down the road and we just saw like out of the sky. We thought it was a fucking UFO. It was a deer that was just helicoptering like up in the air because it got hit in such a weird way, and we were just like, "Holy shit!" We're like, "That thing can fly!" And it fucking cleared like 4 lanes of traffic and stuff, and just like got over. And I'm pretty sure it died, but I mean, that thing looked crazy. So, I mean, we've had some weird deer experiences. So,
B saying deer's getting revenge for the Bambi movie.
yeah.
I think when it comes to the saddest, that was also middle school. I changed schools. I in kindergarten I went to one school, then I changed schools for like 3 years because we moved to another city. That was the living hell. Not gonna even talk about that. That's another
I've been there
story.
before. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
And
same.
eventually we moved back, so I went back to the same school.
Ah,
And a buddy of mine that I'm from kindergarten, he was in the same class as me, so I was very happy to be with him again. And I knew his mom because I played a couple times at his house, and his mom was very nice. I remember back in kindergarten, she would go. She would make like pumpkin soup for the whole class, and it was delicious. But she would do that just because she wanted to. It's not like the school asked her or anything. She was like, "It's pumpkin season, so I will make a pumpkin soup." Um, Eventually, like half a year when I returned, his mom passed away. She had cancer. My mom knew about it, but they doctors said that she was clean, but it came back even worse than before. Eventually, she passed away, and that was one of the saddest months, even because we. That's why I said you with the with your classmate dying in a car accident or passing away. That's more clear way to say it. Um, it took you a week to come back
Well, that was
to
the
how it
school.
was.
The school
Yeah,
like
yeah,
shut down
yeah,
for a
yeah.
week. Everyone
For
else, like to this day, we still get Facebook
yeah,
posts of people.
yeah. For us, it took us a whole month to because we as a class we were so close together. It took us a whole month to get back on the road with that, and I remember going to her funeral to pay him respects and her, of course. It was just sad. I especially because I was young, so you don't know how to handle that stuff. I was just sad for him because he lost his mom, of course, and as- and the help for the school because she was so nice just to all the kids and was a beautiful lady for everyone, like a sunshine when she came in. She was always so happy, and till this day I still think about it sometimes just back from my middle school days, and I think about that one and I'm like, fuck, that sucks losing your mom at such a young age.
Yeah.
And I still have I teach his younger sibling when I didn't did like the teacher assistant stuff, and I both have them on Instagram, and they are doing fine, but you still see some posts every now and again about their mom, and then like fuck,
Yeah.
that sucks.
yeah.
Okay,
I guess I do have another sad moment. I suppose I can share for the topic.
only if you want to.
I will. Yeah,
Okay.
I have no problem sharing.
Before I don't want to be a dick, but I want to read Treason's story. I lived like 30 miles out of town up a mountain highway. The speed limits were 35 to 55. I got to a point where I was getting in town in 10 minutes, got my car over 110 on a big straightaway. Shit was terrifying. Reality bends around you in a weird way past like 90.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, for real, it really does. Everything just kind of looks the same at
yeah.
that point.
It's it's like you're time traveling. It's like you're going back to the future.
I wish you hadn't said that. No, I'm just kidding.
uh,
um, but no, like when I was in elementary school, I had a couple best friends. It was like a small little group. It was myself, my buddy Lorenzo, my buddy Ron, and my friend Jessica. We were like tight knit group. You know, we all hung out together and stuff like that. We played games together. But after elementary, Lorenzo moved to a different area, so he went to a different school. He didn't go to middle school with us, so we didn't really have that much connection with him. Back in the day, you know, you didn't have cell phones, and you're not getting on a train or a bus to go to a different city to hang out with your kid friends or whatever, you know. But sometime during middle school, I had found out that he was actually hit by a car while riding his bike, and he was an only child, and he lost his mom. His dad and himself lost his mom when he was very, very young.
Oh God.
And so now his dad was just like left alone. His, his only son was killed by, hit and run
Oh,
too.
hit and
So
run. That's even worse.
yeah, and I just remember my friend Jessica calling me at my house and telling me about this. Dude, I sobbed so long in the shower. Like I just told my mom was like, go take a shower, just try to rinse, sit in it, do whatever you want to. And like, oh, it was so sad, man. The last memory I have of him was I had two copies of Eternal Champions on the Sega Genesis, and like we all grew up poor, but he didn't have any games to play on his Sega or anything new to play. And I was like, hey man, I just happened to stumble upon this other copy, and I just gave it to him. And then we talked about that for hours the next day after he played it for the first time. And we had made plans to play together, and we never got to do that. So sad. He was young. I mean, I don't know, maybe 12, 13 years old.
Too young.
So yeah, didn't even get to experience life. But yeah, that's another sad moment that we think about these things all the time. So
Yeah.
Of course. Bashes the moment, really. It bashes the podcast a bit. Feels
I
like
got
a
an
downer.
off-topic thing if you want to.
Okay,
switch.
okay. Just it's not that I think it's a bad thing because it makes us human,
Yeah.
and I think it brings the podcast a very personal feeling. So
I think I could add a little bit of something. It's more jokey. Than
okay,
anything.
okay, go ahead, bro.
Here-
So it didn't affect me as much. Well, it affected me entirely because it was when I was diagnosed with diabetes. It was one of those moments where woke up, had some issues, had to go to the doctor. Tests happened. They were like, "Oh, you gotta go to the hospital." I'm like, "Oh fuck, I gotta go to the hospital." So it was a kind of a bad day for me, but it was worse for my classmates because they were just like, "Oh, where's Cameron?" And like I was constantly in contact with one of my friends, and he was one of the people that I carpooled with. So he's like, "Yeah, we didn't pick him up or anything today. Like, we don't know what happened. No one's telling us anything." Next day, they're like, "We still don't know what's happening here. Haven't got a message." And like I didn't have a cell phone back then or anything, so I couldn't really do anything. My parents had bigger issues than telling my friends that I was in the hospital. So eventually, my parents had to call the school, and they were like, "Oh, Cameron's in the hospital. He's, okay. He's not dead." Woo,
yeah.
That didn't translate very well to my teacher. When they told her, they were like, "Oh, you can tell everyone that Cameron's out of class and he's just in the hospital because of this, this, and this." Well, she was just like, "Oh, Cameron's in the hospital. So on to lesson 1." And everyone fucking lost it. They were like, "What do you mean he's in the hospital? Like, what's going on? What happened to him?" And she like didn't share any information, so they genuinely thought I was like dying or something. So like the following week, I came back and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up, guys?" And like people were like very excited to see me, which was very refreshing. But they were just like, "We thought you like got in a car accident or like we thought you died or something." I was like, "I got diabetes. I can't eat sugar that much." And then,
Diabetes.
that was it. So not sad for me as much.
And then people don't understand that either, right? So
So I had to explain diabetes to like 500 people for the past
yeah.
whatnot. So,
I think I have a funny story to that as well. I remember buying an agenda, and the store worked together with what's up, Cal. I before I start, Mac Miller hit indifferent definitely at this point. Is it Durian? Do I say that correct?
Darwin.
Darwin. By the way, thank you for the 100 biddies. I didn't say it on stream, but thank you very much, and
congrats on
thank
the
you.
affiliate.
You could just call him Jeff.
Jeff. My name is Jeff. Okay.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff. I'm finally in lunch, so let's hear the story. The first penis you saw that wasn't yours. God damn it. Well, we all know what fucking Jay did back in the day.
It was Johnny Sins. That was the first one I
That
saw.
was
That
the
wasn't
biggest
mine.
I saw.
Oh god.
Still traumatic. PTSD because of it.
Later, Anna.
Have a good
Another
dinner,
one.
Anna. So the store that I bought my agenda, they had. Oh, by the way, Jeff, there's a giveaway. Type in exclamation mark steal, and you might have a chance. Um,
Wait, how does it work? Are people stealing other people's chance to?
no. It's because of gentle criminal, man. That's what I'm
I like
saying.
it.
Okay. He
Eee.
has a theme going on here.
Exactly. Um, so as I was saying, the store was working together with McDonald's, and I got a coupon for a free Big Mac or a free McChicken. And at some point, I was like, "Oh damn! I really have to, motherfucker! I'm sure Cam has the game.
I could give it to someone. It's the thrill. It's the
It's
thrill of the
it's true.
chase.
It's
I want
true.
people to be like, "Oh, damn it, Cam," and then I'm like, "Hi, I don't want it."
Okay. That's true. So at some point, I had like a few more days to give it away, or not give it away, get that.
Wait now.
Give it away now. To get that Big Mac or a McChicken, and I remember I had a fucking, my bike sucked. It was like on, um, it was just so heavy to to use it and stuff. The whole thing was just ass. But it was my mom's old bike, and it was the only one I had to use the bike to go to school. So I just dealt with it. And at some point, my bike started doing weird shit with the steering wheel, and I hit the side of the curb and went with the bike. I hit my ribs, so I had a hard time breathing, and I fell on the ground and broke my hand. I was just laying there crying, but there were a couple of students that came by, and they thought I was hit by the subway because the subway line was next to it where I
Wait.
fell.
By subway, do you mean a bus?
No, the metro.
A train?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they thought
What the?
they thought I was hit by a train. So,
Well, if you were hit by a train in New York City, you'd be dead.
dude, if I get hit by a train here, I will be dead as well.
I mean, were you near a train, or were they just like in the middle of a field and
No,
you were
no,
like,
no.
"Oh my god, he got hit by a train"?
Right,
No,
like-
no. You had like the path for like bike people because we have that in Holland, and next to that, to the left, there's the train, and to the right there was the curb. For some reason, they thought I was hit by the train. I don't know why. They told everyone the next day because I didn't show up. The first thing my mom said, that was genius. That's also the worst part. At some point, they were like, "We need to call your parents," and I'm like, I have a cell phone, but I couldn't call anyone. I had prepay, so you could, if I didn't
Oh
have
my
minutes, I
God.
couldn't call anyone. So I'm like, I can't call anyone, and he's like, "Give me your number, I will call your parents." So they called my parents, but the worst part is they said, "I can't tell you what happened, but your son has to go to the hospital." So my parents thought I was hit by a car or anything. They were panicking.
Jesus.
Yeah, my dad was like, "What happened?" I'm his parent, and he's like, "We can't tell you. That's just a policy we have to follow."
That's a little
And
weird.
yeah, it's stupid.
It was like an ambulance person, or
Yeah. It was. If it was a normal person, it probably would say he fell on the ground or anything. So I went to the hospital, got an X-ray. My hand was broken. I broke like the middle parts of my hand, the my under my pinky finger, my ring finger, and there was a little burst into my middle finger. Everything was fine. I just couldn't use my hand that much. It hurt like hell. The first thing when my mom came in was like, "Well, that was an expensive Big Mac, isn't it?" That's the first thing she said. And I'm not ready for the jokes. And she was like, "Well, deal with it because you're getting more."
Yep.
And because I was so sad, because I thought it was my fault that I fell, and she was like, "It's not your fault. Shit happens. You broke your hand. I'm just glad you're still alive." Everyone in school thought I was dead because I didn't show up. The pain was so bad I couldn't sleep at night. So my mom was like, "You stay home. It's all good." So I didn't go to school. It it became worse. And next day when I came in, um, oh, and because I was so sad, my mom was like, "Let's go to McDonald's, get you that Big Mac." So that was fine. It wasn't the best Big Mac because I was still sad because of my hand, but oh well.
You only had one hand to hold it. You need two hands for a Big Mac.
Well, it's funny. I was also sad that I thought that I couldn't play video games.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I can't use my controller. And then eventually I started playing GTA and I was like, I can use my hands. And then started
I can
MW.
accept.
Then I was like, I can play. And then I started playing
Can't play video
MW2.
games. No.
I really felt that. But I think when I look back at it, I'm a fucking idiot. Um, but it was the bike's fault in this case because I didn't do shit. My bike was just faulty. I just should have walked or anything when the moment it started doing weird. But I was like, just a little, few more meters, and then I'm at the McDonald's. Okay.
No.
Yeah, God was like, no. Okay. If you could do something over that you did in school, what would it be? We're going deep this podcast, boys. I have one.
Go for it.
We had like in middle school we had to do a test, like what kind, how smart you are. Bees is smarter than me, in this
We
case.
know.
Yeah, you didn't have to tell us.
Ah,
Yeah.
how about you? Suck a dick, but it's a it's a more personal podcast, so it would get dark easily. Oh, the Jack Daniels is coming up. So I had to do a test, and
I'll have more in your honor.
I fucked up because I didn't understand what I had to do the test. It was like mental, not like how you have to do these kind of math problems and this with spelling or grammar stuff. It was like it was more mental based, but they explained it, but I didn't understand because I was panicking because there was a test. I had like failure anxiety for tests and anything. Um, and then I had to do. Uh, then the psychology person came up, and she had to do the test with me, um, to see if I really was that dumb because I had the lowest score you could get. Technically, I couldn't work. Um, to say it bluntly, technically I was a special needs kid, and like like I had Down syndrome. If you compare it to that. So I did the test with her, and then I came out one of the smartest. But my parents knew because my dumbass. Beast, I will fucking beat your ass up once I'm done with the podcast, you motherfucker. Um, what's up, Cammy? How you doing?
Hello,
Um,
game.
so, um, if I could do something over, my parents knew I won't do any homework. I won't do any learning. I was like, fuck it. I want to play video games all day. If I could do something over, I would definitely be like Beast, doing more, um, do more homework and stuff to reach higher goals. Um, yeah, that's what I would do over. Do my homework, do the learning and stuff, and not be like, okay, I can do that in 5 minutes, and then we'll play like few hours, and then like, oh fuck, and the next morning, I started learning.
Cam, you have anything?
Uh, so I got a lot of like general stuff. Like I wish I did more extracurricular activities. Like once school was done for the day, I was out. I was like, I'm going home doing my own thing. I kind of wish I applied myself more there. You know, if I stepped out of my comfort zone socially, that would have been pretty dope. But then again, I don't even talk to the people I did talk to back then. Now, so it doesn't fucking matter. One very specific thing that I wish I could go back and do. Very last day of senior year of high school, I was very like, I learned in senior year that I was a very like, I don't know, like explosive, loud, bright person, I guess. So I would do some kind of outlandish things, nothing that would get me in trouble. Just people would be like, "Oh, that's kind of fucking weird." So I had one of my best friends carry me in the parking lot, like as if I was his bride or something, and I sang the "I'm So Pretty" song or whatever. The,
I'm so pretty.
I'm so pretty,
I'm
and
pretty and gay.
for some reason we decided, like before we did it, we were like, we're gonna record this, and we went to our friend who was next to us, and we were like, you have a phone, can you record it? And he's like, yeah, sure, I can record it. And he recorded it. He had the shittiest fucking video camera on his phone imaginable. Like I'm
I
talking
believe it.
this was like 160p, like like resolution and shit. Not even, maybe like 80p.
144.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I was like, dirt cheap.
yeah, like he could not do anything with this, and we entrusted this beautiful moment that we had together to our friend who had a shitty fucking phone. And literally just the other week, a friend from high school, I saw him, and he was like, "Oh man," he's like, my favorite thing is I get a reminder every year when it's around graduation time of that video, and he's like, and I love watching it, but goddamn, do I hate that fucking person that recorded
Yep.
the video." And I was like, I hate myself. I was like, this is 7 years later. I was like, and I'm still getting shit on for this. So I wish I wish I just gave him my phone or something instead. So.
Yeah, that would have been fantastic.
Because I
Especially
would have showed it.
During the
to you.
year you graduated, there were nice phones where you can get decent quality video.
Yep.
So, damn.
I mean, my phone could run Ocarina of Time. His phone
Can't
I
do
don't think
shit.
he had a phone. I think he just like drew a picture of what he thought happened or something. So
Yeah. So I think if I could go back and do something differently, I think I'd want to get more involved in like extracurricular things.
Yeah. Is it
Y-
sports for you? Because it was sports for me.
no, not sports.
But you're diabetic though.
Well,
so
maybe-
they
I'm
could.
diabetic can do sports.
No. That's not one. Beast has asthma. He can do sports. He's playing baseball on
Yeah.
fucking the highest.
Yeah.
But I'm saying they
thinking-
should cut you some slack though.
I mean, he could still
I'll
be
take-
fucking in sports. What do you mean? Like if,
Yeah.
if it was sports, I wish I'd taken baseball more seriously, and I wish I'd played football in high school. But I'm just thinking, whatever events that would have happened at school, I didn't attend them. I hated them. The only event that I attended at my school was prom. Everything else, I'm just kind of like, nah,
Yeah.
fuck this. After
wish
school's
we
done, I
had
want to go
prom.
home. I don't want to deal with any of these people. And that's it. I think that's all I do differently. I don't think it would have changed.
You're
much of the outcome of my life. I don't think it would have changed much of the outcome of my life, but it would have been nice to do different things at school that I didn't really care to participate in then.
Yeah,
Now,
exactly.
I would have probably enjoyed it. So
I think there's a part of me that would have liked to have done like theater or something. Theater
Yeah,
kids at my
something,
place though
right?
were kind of weird, but theater itself would have been interesting. I think.
We didn't
are we
have.
all weird now though?
I mean, true.
We had like extra curriculum stuff, but it wasn't for grade or anything. It was just extras, and I did multimedia, so we started working with Photoshop, and you had something of Google. I don't know what it is. You can build houses and stuff. That was pretty fun. At
There's
some
all
point,
sorts of things.
what?
There's all sorts of things that you can build houses. What do you mean?
No. There was a specific program by Google they used.
Gotcha.
That's what I meant. I had a lot of fun. I dropped it the second year I was in high school just because the teacher that I had wasn't that fun anymore. I was like, fuck it. And I wish I stayed a little bit longer because they were made. They were. We had to design a T-shirt, and I made a fuck book with Facebook, and he thought it was pretty funny with the Facebook lettering and stuff. Um, but the teacher was just an ass, so I was like, "Fuck it." I left, and I wish I didn't. I would do some other stuff then instead of just leaving.
Mm.
But oh well. I think I just wish I kept on doing the Photoshop stuff as well because it's
Yeah.
I'm just rusty at this point. I don't really know how it works anymore.
And you see
One
the
thing-
awesome stuff that Cam puts out.
Yeah, thank you, college, for that. So,
Thanks Tito for
I-
the 16 months.
I think one thing that and literally there's nothing stopping me from doing it now, but I just like to romanticize it and give myself an excuse. I was a band kid back in high school, and I was in percussion. I wasn't very good in anything percussion wise.
It's all about joining, man.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to do the whole marching band stuff because that stuff sounded like hell, and it apparently was. So I'm glad I didn't do that. Part of me though wished that I, instead of doing percussion, which was pretty cool and interesting, and it was right up my alley, and it was super good. I wish I got into playing the saxophone because goddamn, if I could pull out a saxophone right now and just do some sick fucking tunes,
You need
I would be so
you,
fucking
you need
happy.
to learn the epic sex guy music, man.
Exactly, and I mean nothing's stopping me from getting a saxophone now and learning, but I don't know, it's not the same, you know. Some
Yeah.
26-year-old guy playing the saxophone in his parents' house. Is
I
a little different
wish
than
I did
high
theater at
schooler.
some point because I had a lot of fun with friends later on. When I was done with high school and was learning for the teacher's assistant, one of my best buddies that I play with on a daily basis, we had some good moments. I met him through that school, and we had some good moments that I had a little GBL Go speaker, like a Bluetooth speaker, and we were just playing all kinds of music at stuff like Grease, All Star, and we were just singing along. I wish I did theater back in high school because I would pretty much be the clown of the class, of course, because that I'm used to that. But it would be I would be more experienced with it and had a lot more fun than I do as some moron in a corridor. We still do it though. During games, we would just sing bullshit. Is that all? Next subject?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've all discussed what we wanted to go back and do.
Okay. I will skip this one, and not because I will get back to it, but I just want to know what was your nickname in high school or any school.
I think I was just Cam or Cameron the entire time. And there was one time I had a nickname. No, there were 2 times I had. Never mind. One time, it was just a friend of mine just said, "Hey, we're gonna call you Camcorder Cam." I was like, "All right." That lasted 2 days. That didn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one
Camcorder.
made more sense, but it was also like I couldn't tell if it was like a little degrading to me or not. But in high school, and I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but I was not a very social person, and had
Really?
difficulty doing public speaking and stuff, which is very weird that I'm streaming and whatnot. But there was just this once, we had to do speeches and do a presentation and stuff, and my presentation was apparently so phenomenal. I didn't even know. One of my best friends followed right behind me, and as we switched places, he was like, "You fucked me," and I was like, "What?" And I just sat there. I was like, "What do you mean?" And he told me I did such a great presentation, and had such a great speech, and was so much personality and energy and stuff that he was like, "How the fuck am I gonna follow that?" After that point, people started calling me Speechy, which is a
Speechy?
shitty. Yeah, a group of girls, popular girls, were like, "Oh, you're Speechy because he gave a great speech," and I was like,
That's the most boring nickname you can give someone.
"Exactly, yeah, it wasn't the best, and it didn't last super long, but it was also very satisfying to be like, hey, people thought I did a very fucking good speech, and my teacher, the only one that really mattered, was like, that was a phenomenal speech, good job." So I carried that for 4 years, being like, I gave a good speech in high school once, I could do anything. No, that did not carry through.
So, Baldito Tito, Mexican, outsider, deported.
None of those happened.
God.
But
Fun fact: I didn't actually have any nicknames
no,
in any of my schools. No,
damn.
I
I
was
feel like-
always called Louis.
Okay,
So-
I was about to
Louis.
say. I didn't
Okay.
know if you were going by Tito or Lewis or whatnot. So
Nope.
Yeah.
They said they always call me Louis, and I never correct anybody to say that it was Luis.
Hey,
So-
Lou, hey, Louis, how you doing?
Yeah.
I feel like if you have a name that's 2 syllables or 1 syllable already, that's your nickname. Like Cam, it's so easy, so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but camcorder, camera, and all that bullshit.
That
It's
was a-
just
that was a
too.
2 days.
It's just too easy.
And they didn't stick around. I didn't have much else going for me, so it was just Cam, pretty much.
Yeah. So my nickname, of course,
Bitch. Gotcha.
of course, fat fuck.
That's
How-
not a nickname. That's a fucking insult, dude.
No, at some point it became a nickname of me and my friends. We had one black dude, so we called him the N word.
What?
Jesus.
That's a thing we did as best friends. We will call each other all kinds of insults. I was fat fuck. He was the N word. We
We could just log this whole podcast away, I guess.
hey, I didn't say it, man.
Jesus Christ.
We had somebody who was German, so we called him a Nazi.
Oh my god. Bro.
So yeah, we had all kinds of insults. At some point, my name became Adolf.
What a de-evolution of that.
Okay,
That fuck to Adolf.
Right?
I
I'd rather be called fat fuck.
no, I had, because you were talking about a presentation. I started laughing because my story was like, oh, that works. I did my hair like this, like he does, of course, in the Downfall.
Mhm.
And I had to give a presentation about the NSDAP, so his political group. And I told my friends, okay, come up with all kinds of facts. Welcome back, Amanda. I said, you you have to come up with all kinds of facts. I will do something else. So I got my phone, Googled a fucking a speech from him, and because my German was still well back then, I memorized his speech. And when my group has to presentate the political, we had communism, we had fascism, and then at some point we had to do this, and I got the highest grade. I got an A plus. For you guys, it will be an A plus. For me, it was a 10, and I did his speech. I did exactly the same thing. I did his speech in full German, smashed my desk and stuff like that. I started yelling what needs to be done with the Jews.
Man, look at the time.
It
I guess I gotta go.
It was going so far. I was just wanted a good grade. I don't know.
Bro, you can't say what you just said.
I
Okay,
don't-
never mind. Go ahead.
Hey, I just said what I experienced.
Yep.
And it will be worth a ban though. So then I got thrown out of class, of course, because why not? Snitches get stitches. And I still got a A plus. How, I don't know, but we were the only ones that got straight facts out of it. So yeah, that happened.
All
then,
right.
And then of
Man,
course,
Cool. So great. Hey guys, your favorite group and why?
and then of course Gray came. I still use that. Every time I go to a new school, I will just say my real name, of course, and then I'm like, my best friends call me Gray. So yeah, I still use that one. The other two, I don't. Although fat fuck still comes around, even my parents use it. So yeah. So yeah.
Wow. Great story.
Yeah. Biggest fight you've witnessed and what did you do?
What
Let's.
happened to favorite group?
No, I said I will go back to.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I just wanted the nickname. Oh, Cammy, stop.
Ooh, shit. uh, in my area, I was not lucky.
Kel,
enough
I
to
will
witness a
fucking
lot of
time you
fights.
out, bitch. Sorry.
I didn't get to experience many fights. I've never gotten a fight. There was one time that I thought for a split second I was gonna get my ass kicked. Like there's gonna be no competition.
You?
I mean,
What the
yeah,
fuck
so
did you do?
well, exactly. So, and it was only for a split second that I thought I was gonna get my ass kicked. I forgot what I was doing. I was being obnoxious in the cafeteria or some shit. I don't know. And I remember I just like kicked a chair out that was like next to a table, like just sliding it, not like
Yeah, yeah.
literally kick a chair or something. And it slid right in front of like the captain of the football team. Like it couldn't get more like tropish than that.
I know.
Hit him, like ran into him and stuff. And I was just like, oh fuck. Dude couldn't give like two shits. Like he didn't even, it wasn't even on his radar. Like he kind of saw it, moved it, looked at me, and just like kept walking and stuff. And I was like, that was my life flashing before my eyes. He was gonna kill me, and he had mercy on me and stuff. Other than that, I never really got to see fights happen. I saw the aftermath of fights. Like two kids were like really going at it for an entire semester. They were like, I'm gonna kick your ass so much. One day, they let us like in this one part of the school where you could like kind of go outside a little bit, and they went out there. One of them came back with a black eye, and he's like, I fell down, and I was just like, fuck, I missed it. I was like, that was my opportunity to see a fight. So, I didn't really experience anything.
I'm pretty sure Tito has a story.
So when I was in high school, I think it was my junior year, there was a massive riot amongst women where they all just fought in the cafeteria. There was at least 25, 30 of them
Damn.
just beating the shit out of each other. Neither one of them graduated, so we had a smaller class of
Of course.
2006. And it was insane. They were like hitting each other in the head with fucking trays, just throwing each other across the room, slamming each other on tables. I was
Impressive.
like, damn, these women are strong. It's just scary. Yeah, don't know why it happened either. I'm pretty sure it was just beef across everybody and friends just being, I'm gonna back you up, and so one thing just kind of turned into another, and then all of a sudden all the women are fighting. So, yeah, biggest fight I've ever experienced.
That was just war, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, at that point I was like, damn. Nobody died, so like it's okay.
Not yet.
This was
Just-
back in 2006.
They're
The
still.
war is still rages.
Yeah, I was about to
Right.
say, still fighting to this day. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, the chat. So I have two fun ones. One was the high school that was next to us. There was always a fight between our two schools. And one time I was just walking with my buddy. He was a crazy motherfucker. He did when I was 15, 16 years old. He was at 18. And he was doing shit like cocaine and stuff. He was whack into
Jesus.
drugs.
That is whack.
He was into pretty much everything that was drugs. He didn't push me to use anything. He was saying stuff like I remember when he did his exams, he took some ecstasy, and then at some point I was sitting next to him. He was sitting there like looking at his hand for like 45 minutes. I was like, dude, you still have your exam, bro. Do it.
Yeah.
But he was a great laugh, and I always could count on him. At some point, we were walking with a couple friends. We had like 5 people, and he was one of them. But he was also crazy. He would drop kick, like in Dead by Dying Light, what you get as a perk. He would do that in
Yeah.
real life. He would fucking drop kick anyone in the face. This dude was crazy. and we were just walking. We came back from McDonald's. We had something to eat, and we wanted to.
McDonald's.
So many of your stories are involving.
It's
Yeah, a lot of McDonald's,
for,
man. There wasn't KFC close by.
I love
So
KFC.
so we got back. We wanted to go back to class, and then a group of 10 started walking in front of us. I'm not big bone. I'm just fat.
These fat fuck.
I'm fat fuck. Remember?
I'm not Eric Cartman.
And a group of 10 started walking in front of us, and they were like, "What the fuck is your problem?" And the fucking nicest guy, he started pushing me, of course, and he started.
If I didn't see the chat, that would have confused the shit out of me.
He started pushing me, and I was like, "What?" He was like, "What is your problem?" And I'm like, "My tire is flat. Can you pump it?" And he was looking at me like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's my problem. Can you help me?" My friends started laughing, and they got more angry. And then we're like, "We're gonna beat your ass." And then my buddy, of course, the crazy motherfucker, drop kicked the guy, and then was like, "Okay, we don't have any choice." So we started fucking fighting like 10 guys. I had 2 heads on each arm like this. And then the 5th guy came up to me. I started fucking kicking his ass, and in the meantime I was just strangling them. And
Squeezing his nipples.
yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Wait, you liked it?
It looked like you were. I was like, I'm trying to figure out what the heck you were doing there.
No, I was just having him in a headlock. Both 2 heads in one arm and 2 heads on the other. So I had like 4 guys with me, just sitting there, like, okay, you're gonna fucking pass out. So for Kel,
Look at the way he moves that tongue. Damn, girl.
Lady.
people
Or
always say that I move my tongue really fucking fast. I don't know why. It's not that fast, I think. So yeah, we started fighting. The other story that I had is there was a fight in the cafeteria, and then it was just cursing, and at some point they both walked away, and people were like, "Ah," and then I started screaming like, "Hey, you said something about your mom," and he turned around. He immediately punched the guy. And I was like, "Yeah, come on!" Started screaming and shit. That was fucking funny. I will skip. Yeah, favorite group, favorite friend group. I think that's the most fun. Go
I
ahead.
go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I need an example.
So in high school, I hung out with people.
Welcome
right?
back, Splash.
And it was a group of Hispanics. We called ourselves the putas,
Of course.
and it was fantastic. It was just me, other Hispanic dudes, a bunch of Hispanic women, and we were just like, "Yo, we the putas," and we just like ran together. We ate lunch together. We chilled together. We laughed together. I love that group. I miss them so much. The majority of the women got pregnant, by the way.
Of
Duh.
course.
Surprise.
Surprise, surprise. But nah, there were some amazing people. So yeah.
You can.
So yeah, I mean, it was pretty much just the typical group that I would hang out with. People who like video games, you know. Had some people who were kind of like the more. It was weird. It was a weird combination of like actual popular kids who had a dark side of being nerdy, and they would just like flock to us and like hang out with us. So you know, kids who did Pokemon, Magic. You know, some people dabbled in D&D, but it was mainly just people playing video games and stuff. We had like probably a group of like 13, 14 people. And it got to the point where we were at like the lunch table with all these people that we started having like fancy Fridays, we'd call it, where we'd like all dress up like really like decently for high schoolers, you know, get like a nice tablecloth and have like a nice meal in the middle of the cafeteria. It's kind of weird, but it was
No,
pretty fun.
I like the idea, to be honest. I had two favorite groups, to be honest. I had one in the second and third year. Um, those were the people I would socially in real life would hang out with the most. That's when that's also the point that I started hanging out during the weekends because I was a person that would stay home and just play video games. Um, they were a lot of fun until we had like a festival of music. Rammstein was there. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Tito, you might still remember it. It was back in the day when we still played Walking Dead.
I don't
Um,
even know you. What are you talking about?
okay, I guess I will just.
Where am I?
I will just quit talking.
Just kidding, bro. Go ahead. You're good.
Remember that I sent you the videos over Kick, that I was there.
Yeah.
So one of the it was like three girls and me and a couple of other guys, and one of them got into a relationship, and her boyfriend came with us, and he had a issue with me. I I was just good friends with her. I didn't care anything about anything other than that. It's like Anna. She's like a sister to me. That's
Great.
it.
Can you please, for the love of God, remove your fucking hand grip thing?
No, I like
Stop.
I'm using it.
Are you though? You're rubbing it on your face and it's uncomfortable.
I like it. Mm. Mm. Oh,
Alright, go ahead. Continue. Sorry.
yeah, yeah, suck a dick. So at some point he was just jealous. She wanted to go to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He didn't like the music, so he started cursing at me that I was taking away his girlfriend. I'm like, dude, go fuck off. Take her with you. I don't give a fuck. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm just enjoying my music. Tito is love. Tito is life. So that was the end of the friend group. I wish. um, the other friend group, that was a mostly a gaming group. I remember playing GTA a lot of when it was released, GTA 5. At some point we dropped it and started playing GTA 4 a lot so we can run each other over and stuff, and we had a lot of fun. We even made one guy rage quit because we killed him so much he got angry at us, and we were like, go cry. So yeah.
Cyberbullying.
You know what's crazy? Is that I was years graduated from high school when GTA 5 came out. Alright? Just throwing that out there.
It was the year I graduated high school. Was when GTA 5.
It was I think the year before my exam started.
I'm old as fuck.
Yeah, you are old man, but you're not Grandpa Grizz though. So, um, memorable teachers, good and bad.
I can see you clicking on your Google Docs. It's crazy.
Technology, old
Oh
man.
shit!
Give it the time.
It's live. It's fucking live. Look at this shit.
That's
Oh,
Google. That's
I can't even share it on stream.
that's Google Drive for you, man.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. Actually,
That
I can't share
that
it on the screen.
that's why that's why that
Look at this.
that's why
Can't
I.
see it. Look
That's
at
why
it. As he clicks, it's crazy.
Yeah.
that's why I have Google Drive open. So we
I
can.
like that. That's dope.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I have it.
I didn't know that happens. I don't use Google Drive that much. I'm sorry.
I use Google
Jesus.
Drive every day for work, so
Damn.
sorry I'm not impressed.
back because
Wait,
we're
first
almost
of all-
we're almost at the time.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Not back.
Done it back.
He was getting flustered.
Favorite teacher, so good or bad? Memorable teacher, not favorite.
My favorite teacher was my math teacher, and I want to say maybe 5th or 6th grade. I can't remember actually when.
But did
His
you
name
like
was.
math?
No, I didn't like math, but I
Good.
liked him as a
Good man.
teacher.
I only
Yeah.
take other kinds of math.
His name was Mr. Cancel, or Ben Cancel, and
He can't sell.
Cancel is like cancel, but Spanish cancel. It was
Oh,
weird.
okay.
Cancel.
A little flair to it.
I would sit in the back with my group of friends, and we would get our work done. But yeah, he would never bother us, and he was so chill. He would like crack jokes. We'd crack jokes with him. I low key think he had a crush on my mom.
That always
Yeah,
helps.
yeah. But you know what? My mom also had a crush on him. He was very
Hey!
handsome. Nothing ever happened. Just throwing that out there,
Ah,
y'all. But nonetheless,
But what
he
if?
was so chill, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I've tried looking him up on social media, LinkedIn, and stuff like that, just kind of reconnect and see like how he's doing, and be like, "Yo, hey, man, this is what I'm doing with my life," and I've not been able to find him. So
oof.
yeah, that was probably my favorite teacher ever growing up.
Okay. Cam?
I got so many good teachers. I'll be honest. I've definitely been blessed in that department. Like
He-
I had a college teacher that actually still asks about me because he has Maddie as a teacher or whatever, and that's always nice to be remembered by a teacher who sees like hundreds of students every year. So, but there was one teacher in particular that comes to mind. He was just like he was pretty much fat fuck teacher. Let's be honest. Like he was the biggest fucking dude in the world, and he teach the most like mundane like off the wall fucking classes. We had like a history through film class that we had with him. So we just watched movies, and he just loved to fucking talk. And there'd be this other teacher that would come in, and he would just start talking shit to the other teacher at the end of the day. So like literally, like by 3:45, last 30 minutes of class or something, dude would kick open the door. He's got like a fucking Fanta in his hands, and my teacher would just be like, "Oh, you got your fucking Fanta again?" And like they would just go at it for half an hour, and it was
Damn.
the funniest shit. It was like a actual stand-up comedian act at some point. So
I had a couple of teachers as well. One was an economics teacher. I remember that after a test, I fell asleep because you couldn't do anything. You just had to wait until everyone was done with the test. You could leave. So I fell asleep, and he slammed his fucking books on my table. So I got fucking scared shitless out of me. I was like, "What the fuck?" And then he was like, "Why are you sleeping in my class?" Was like the biggest blackest dude you could find. The funny part
Jesus.
is no, it's not racist, fucker.
Just kidding, dude. Relax.
A couple of years ago, I saw him in my store. He's gay, and he's married, and he has a kid. And I was like, oh damn, I didn't know that back in the day. So I was like, how are you doing? And his kid came up, so he was like this old student of mine. I was like, oh my god. And it was so much fun to talk to him again. And it was like, I will visit high school soon. But then I found a couple months ago, I found out he left because he had a burnout. So that's sad. I also I had two teachers. Those two of them were gamers, both of them. One was a physics teacher. I remember him buying what's the fighting game with Batman?
Injustice.
Injustice. Thank you. He bought that. That was new, and he was like, "I took my PS3 with me. Who wants to battle me?" And I beat his ass. I fucking suck at fighting games, so for me it was a
Just
magical
goes
moment.
to show how terrible he was.
Yeah, exactly. And the other teacher, that was my English teacher. He was one of the best. Um, I remember Far Cry 3 came out, and people had to do some kind of test, and he knew I was already good at English. So he was like, okay, want to talk about Far Cry 3? And I was like, okay, man, let's go. And then it's like, what ending did you pick, man? we started we started the whole lesson. People were talking, and he was like, shut up. And then he started talking immediately with me about Far Cry 3, and people were like, what the fuck is this guy doing? uh, the worst teacher that I had was my math teacher. I am very bad at math or anything that has to do with calculus. Um, she was even so dumb. The reason why I hate her is because back then I wanted to get good grades, so I started taking extra lessons to understand it. And at some point, I failed again, and she was like, "Okay, I can't help you no more because you're too dumb, so I won't help you anymore." And I was like,
That's just
"Okay,
a terrible teacher.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
exactly."
that's terrible.
Yeah, so
So
what my friends and I did, because we knew she was just dumb, we went to we had like an 80-minute class. So what we did, we came in like the first 2 minutes, and we were like, "Can we go to the bathroom?" And she's like, "Okay." So we put our bags down, took our jackets, cigarettes. We were smoking already back then, and we went out, and we went to the store, get some food. I was 16. We had a couple of months that you could buy beer at 16 years old. So I bought a couple of beers. So we were drinking at a skate park close by the school, and we were drinking, smoking, eating. And the last 5 minutes we came in class, and she was like, where were you guys?" And we were like, "We went to the bathroom. We asked you a minute ago." She's like, "Okay, sit down. I'm finishing up class." And then I was like, "Okay." And we did it every time, again and again, and we got away with it every time.
I did have a math teacher in high school who. So, first of all, I just want to say that the dude was super overweight, and he wore that weight like a fucking champion. The dude had jokes for days. He said, he's like, "I grade you guys' test papers based on the staircase method." We're like, "What?" He's like, "I throw all your papers down the stairs, and the one that goes down the furthest gets the highest grade." And I was like, "Yo, okay." And he's like, "I'm on the light diet," and we're like, "Okay." He's like, "Every time the light comes on, I eat." I was like, "Yo, I love this dude." I was like, "Okay." Mr. Mena is what his name was. Like, this dude was clever as how he was hilarious, and I mean, he wasn't like hard on us for math or anything like that either. So it was a good time. But yeah,
Okay, let's do one more question before we rate.
nah, bro, you have push-ups or sit-ups.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why I
they have.
said
Oh,
that's
gotcha.
why I said one more question so I can do the push-ups. Because first I was like, let's refund it, and then I'm like, fuck it, let's do one more question and then uh, do the thing. So I'm finishing that up. Yes, I'm coming. Um, what I think it's a good way to finish it this way. What did you learn back in school from a teacher or somebody that worked at your school that you still use to this day? Actually, I want to hear it, but sadly I can't. So
Is your
Or
headset not
DDL.
wireless?
no, it's wired.
Go ahead,
Let's
Cam.
just pretend that we said something really like deep and like philosophical, and we're just like, wow, fantastic,
missed
great.
out.
You're gonna have to just watch the recording of it.
I'm
And
gonna
he
be
has to
honest
go
with
through
you
all of
guys.
it.
Anything I learned from like elementary through high school, I don't apply now.
I mean, like lessons wise, I think the only thing that I still remember, which I've never had to use, was one formula for math, and I fucking hate math. It was like negative b plus or minus square root b squared over like 4ac over 2a. Some
What?
shit like that. Yeah, I
When
don't
have
know.
you used that? When?
I never. And that was the math class that I failed. Was that one?
Oh.
But god damn it, do I remember that formula? Because she made a little song out of it. So thanks to her, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I did have any deep philosophical kind of teachers that like taught me anything super hardcore. So
Yeah, I don't. All right, I'm gonna vocally say this to Filthy. Yeah, I was definitely bad at history class because I don't give a fuck about what happened in the past.
I don't.
They say if you don't learn history, you're doomed to repeat it. However, it doesn't matter if you know history. People are just fucking stupid. They're gonna do the shit that they want to do regardless if they know
Yeah.
history or not. And that's it. History is not entertaining to me. It's stupid. I don't care about what our forefathers and all the people did in the past. None of that shit means anything to me. However,
Because you
give
Americans
me
don't have history.
shut up. shut up. We do have history.
Got
If you
plenty
give
of
me, if you give me philosophy, you give me chemistry, you give me fucking
How the
biology.
fuck is
I'll love
philosophy
that shit.
interesting?
Because philosophy, it opens up, it opens up a thought, it opens up a thought process that people don't normally have, right? You push boundaries, you test people's perspective on the way they believe or think about things.
Yeah.
I think Splash. I also thought about doing giving history at some point. The only reason that history is most hated, not only what Tito says, it's definitely doomed to repeat itself if you don't know about it. I I
So,
I
I'm gonna
do.
interrupt you really,
I no
really
no
quick,
fuck
right?
you.
No, wait, just real quick. The only reason you learn and master history is to be a history teacher. You can't do shit else with that information.
Dude, the only
Alright, I'm done.
thing, and Cam knows, the only thing I'm good at is World War history. Cam knows it.
I feel like there are only a couple things we ever bring up on this goddamn podcast, and it's Gray talking about World War II at some fucking point.
No, it was Dark Souls, fucker.
It was Dark Souls for a while, then it was Gray talks about World War II.
We thought we were gonna end this fucking podcast
Yeah.
at 8 o'clock. Now we're about to talk about history. We're gonna
Okay.
start this argument. Let's go.
The only thing why I say history is one of the hardest things to teach is because you have to make it interesting, because you can't hold it, you can't show it or anything. Most of it is already done. It's not like physics, you can do tests. It's not like biology, you can cut something open. So it's really hard to make it interesting. If you have a good teacher, he makes it like lifelike. We had a teacher that took a fucking MP40 with him, and he was saying like,
You
yeah.
weren't in America?
No. It was a toy gun. It was a toy gun.
Okay.
Calm down. But in that sense, he made it more lively. I think it would be even more better if he took a Hugo Boss officer suit with him, but I'm pretty sure that's illegal. So yeah, let's finish up.
History.
Um,
Oh my god.
Let's finish up the giveaway first. Then I got a few announcements. Then I fucked up because I opened up Steam. Why, I don't know. So
Yeah, Tino is very passionate about hating history. It's very interesting.
okay.
I can't help it. Sorry.
Damn! Of all
Hey!
people that wanted the game, Gris is the one that won.
Wow, Grizz, you bitch ass motherfucker.
Honestly, I don't know any of the details. It's a giveaway.
You didn't
Whoa!
want that game.
My game started lagging.
Yep.
Not my game, my Discord for some reason. I don't know. It's fixed now. So, Gris. Like I said, you won. You won. Call of Cthulhu, the remake, or remaster.
Wait,
So
are you doing it even if they're not here? They get it.
I told him he was fine because he had to leave.
Okay, pick another person. I have a copy that I can give you.
You sure?
Bitch, I already own the game. What the fuck am I gonna do with it? Alright, there you go.
But Anna is not here either.
Who cares? You're
Fine.
gonna do it for Grizz. Do it for everyone.
Two people.
Fuck
Alright, you
it.
got two giveaways. I'll
Is
send
that
you
on the
my-
Humble Bundle? Because I might have an extra copy.
Yeah,
It is
Cam,
on
you have
Humble
it too.
Bundle.
It's on Humble Bundle. That's how I
Do
got
it
it.
the third time. I'll fucking give
The
you
third one. I'm just an asshole. No, okay, no.
Jay.
Jay Walker can't use it. Jay Walker can't use it.
No.
He has a laptop.
Alright,
He won my copy. Cool.
What's going on? Stop! Yo, Tony,
Oh my
okay?
God. You want a copy?
That was so worth it. So worth it.
This is fucking good.
Bro, I can't believe. Wait, I think Cal has Humble Bundle. He already has it.
Fuck
Get
it.
this
I
way.
want to get the fuck out of here with that shit. There you go, Splash Gordon.
Splash Splash won the game.
Oh my god.
Let me write it down. So Anna, Gris, and Splash got a game. Oh.
Now, Splash, Splash, do you have Humble Bundle? Because if he has Humble Bundle,
My mom has Humble Bundle now too. Even God.
that was totally worth it. Best giveaway ever. 100%.
Definitely.
100%.
Always happens on my fucking stream, of course. God damn it. Oh. Splash, do you have Humble Bundle? That's the important question.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. Okay, then
Who do I
Splash.
send my key to?
Just send it to me, and I will send it forth.
Yeah, I'll send you the fucking.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, yeah, that was 10 out of 10 worth it.
10 out of 10. IGN. Only time I stream is worth. Oh fuck you. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Thank you everybody for coming around for the giveaway. Like Tito said, every podcast I will do a game giveaway at this point. I think it will be what do I have to do? Nothing. I will just send you a code with
You
a
would give
copy
it on
of the game.
Steam. Is the
Yeah.
thing you gotta do, pretty much.
I have to leave, Cammy. Sorry. Don't do that to me.
I mean, I know he's beautiful, but damn it, Cammy, keep it in your pants. I like girl.
So
She gonna fucking kill me.
like I said, I had a few announcements to make. So every podcast, I will do a game giveaway. So please come back. Not, of course, a game giveaway because it's fun or shit like this will happen again, of course. So
He said, please come back.
Please.
technically, please. So yeah. Second announcement that I have is I have some story writing that I have laying around. Anna, big shout out to her. She's helping me with completing it. I will publish that coming week. I will let you know when it's live. The other one that's a bigger announcement. I will give you more information later on. I will do my first birthday stream. My birthday stream will be around the 15th of October. I will give you an exact date with it. I will be 23 years old.
23, imagine that.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm fucking old. So yeah, I will give you more information on that later. So thank you again, everybody, for coming around. We gonna rate. My name is Jeff. Because he deserves it, and it's a great guy. Thank you so much for coming by. And another announcement: the next podcast I want to give. There's no subject or topic. I want to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions laying around that you want to ask us, I want to answer. It can be anything. Except for how big my dick is, because damn.
It's small, boys! We know it already.
Exactly.
Actual size.
No, smaller.
Oh, you're giving me a little bit too much credit.
It's
there.
more like this. It's more like this.
Yeah, there you go.
So thank you again. So I will do Q&A. I will put out a tweet so you can ask all your questions. I will write them down. You can, if you're already in my Discord, you can send them privately to me. Thank you again, and I hope to see you next time. Peace out.
AMAs don't work when you send them privately to you. They're supposed to be done in live stream.
What?
You fucking heard me.
I
Just
didn't.
fucking raid. Bye. Raid.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
You fucking asshole.